This conference will now be
Yes.
recorded.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Olaf, can you hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, guys. Fine. Right. Very good. Now, Olaf, observe. So, right. See, guys, recently started, right? We started the full stack, right? Web development batch, guys. Okay, full stack web development batch. Full stack web development. It's also called, okay, AFS, right? AFS full stack web development, guys. Full stack of development. All of observe clearly, guys. Right? So as part of full stack, as part of the full stack, okay. So it includes a Python, then Django, right? Django, then right UI, then one database. Finally, project about by using this all, by using Python, the Django, by using this all, we will have a project, guys. We will have a project, right? So, sir, in Python, what do we, sir? In Python, we'll cover core Python, guys, then advanced Python, then Python modules, plus, and only Python we will do one project. And only Python we will do one project, guys. Right? One project we will do. So, in the Django, commonly complete Django, then UI, then database, then project, guys. Okay, this 5 including the full stack. Right? Fine. Now currently in the last week, guys, last week at the evening, right, means last Monday, guys, means I think 29th March. So what happened? Python, guys, right? Python started. Python, okay. So Python started, guys. Python started, and you know, around, guys, 5 classes over. Monday to Friday, how many classes over, right? 5 classes, guys. 5 classes over. 5 classes over. Okay, that is a Python. At what time, guys? This one, at what time? At 9 p.m. Okay, 9 p.m., guys. At 9 p.m. it started, and around at 5 classes over. So in the full stack, the main thing is Python Django, guys. The main thing is Python Django. These are the main things. Okay. So guys, here to understand the Django, to work with Django completely, guys, we require knowledge of UI. In the Django, if you want to work with complete Django, if you want to write the Django code end to end, then we required UI, guys. We required UI. So general, sometimes what we do, first we'll discuss Django. After Django over, they will discuss UI, guys, sometimes. But see, if you observe here, see, UI is used in the Django, right? But what we are doing here, we are learning UI after Django over. After Django over, doesn't give you good result, guys. Doesn't give you good result. Okay. So then that's why what we do here, first we'll discuss UI for a few days. UI will discuss for a few days. Then, guys, we can start which one, Django. We start the Django, guys. We'll start the Django. So that so in UI, what we will discuss, those things we can easily work in the Django, guys. Then working with Django, it makes very simple because we know already UI. We know already UI. That's why. So in the morning, guys, now at 8 a.m. at 8 a.m. guys, 8 a.m. from this Monday, guys, means today. From this Monday means today, guys. Okay, Monday means today. I'm saying. From today onwards, we are starting the which one morning, guys, here, which one, UI, guys. UI will start. UI will start. UI will start, guys. Okay, UI will start. Right? UI will start now in this batch. Right? Now, fine. Some people, right, who are coming in the evening, they're not possible in the morning, so we can't do anything, right? Okay, fine. So in the guys here in the evening UI, in the morning, in the morning Python, sorry, in the morning UI, the evening Python, guys, right? Like that, if you learn parallelly, then guys, entire full stack will finish in maximum guys 3 months. Maximum 3 months. We finish the entire full stack, guys. When if you learn parallelly, morning and UI in the evening, right? If you learn one by one, only in the morning times or only in the evening times are. If you learn like that, then guys, full stack will take maximum 4.5 months, guys. It will take maximum 4.5 months. When if you learn only in the evening or only in the morning, because full stack means it includes this all, right? Includes all, guys. Okay, so that's why I hope guys you are possible both morning and evening. Morning and evening. That's why guys it's better always to attend morning classes, evening classes. And here no dependency is there in the morning UI, the evening Python. No dependency is there. No dependency, guys. Right? In the evening Python, if I say in the morning Django, for example, now if I start the Django, morning, then guys it makes some problem. If start the Django now, it makes some problem. What's the problem? Sir, in the evening Python just now started. In the morning again immediately Django starting. Is it possible to understand, sir? It will be difficult. Will be there difficulty, guys. That's why I'm not taking Django now. I'm taking the UI currently. UI, guys, here. I'm taking the UI current, right? After few days of UI over, then by the time in the Python you can finish the core part. By the time UI over, the Python you can finish the core part. Once if you know core part over, then guys working with Django very easy. So by the time now you know the UI and also you will come to the Python core Python also, then guys you can play with Django. You can play with Django, guys, when you know core Python and the UI. Okay, in that planning, right? Now in the morning we are starting the UI classes, guys. UI classes, and these UI classes are completely free for the people who joined for the full stack, who want to join for the full stack, completely free. So earlier it was, full stack was 7,000 rupees. Actually, it was 7,000 rupees, right? But due to this, this whole offer, now it is giving for you only 3,000 rupees, guys. It is giving to you only for 3,000 rupees only for 3,000 rupees, guys. Which one? Complete full stack. Completely, we are giving this one for only 3,000 only. Some people they don't want Python. They don't want Python. They want only Django. They want only Django, guys. Some people already asked me. Some people joined already. They want only Django, right? Only Django, guys. Actually, in case of Django, this all will cover. Which one? Actually, this is a part of UI. Okay, then database, then right a project, guys, like this. Okay, some people they want only Django. They don't want Python. They know Python already. They learned Python already somewhere, or at me only previously they learned. Now they want only Django. For those people, actually only Django is 3,000 actually. But now, guys, you can pay only 2,000 only 2,000 only due to this. Which one? Wholly offer, guys. Now only 2,000 for only Django. For complete full stack means how much currently? 3,000 rupees, guys. Okay. Yes, fine. Now we'll leave about this one. Let's go with rest of class now, right? Regular, fine. Yes. Now we start about the UI, guys. We start about the UI. But before starting the UI, there is an important point, guys. An important point. Sir, who is called a full stack of developer? What are the roles and responsibilities of a full stack developer, guys? What is the roles and responsibilities of a full stack developer? And in the current industry, what is the demand for full stack developer? In the current industry, what is demand for full stack developer? Okay. Yes, guys, we will see a few points about full stack developer and who is called a front-end developer, who is called a back-end developer, who is called a full stack developer. This all we'll see. Then, guys, there we'll see where we get the UI. In case of full stack, in which area we have to use the UI, in which area we have to use the Python, in which area we have to use the database. First of all, we get all that clarity. Once you get the clarity, guys, then learning all is very easy. Okay, right. Now all of you observe. I am going to tell you a few points about which one full stack. Okay, full stack is full stack web developer. Full stack web developer, guys. Yes. Now all of you observe. Suppose let's take any one website, guys. Okay, let's take any one website. Any one website. This is the one website, guys. Okay, this is one website. One website. And so here, as a user, what I am doing here, as a user, I open the website and I can interact, right? All of you observe, as a Facebook user or a YouTube user or a Gmail user. Okay, what we do, just open the website. You can interact with the website. You can fill the form. You can read the data, read the data. You can do all those things, right? We can do all those things, guys. Where on the right browser. Let's take for example YouTube, guys. Okay, YouTube is there. So what we do, open the YouTube, right? We open the YouTube. In the YouTube you can watch the videos, you can upload the videos, okay, or you can give the comments for the existing videos, replace. If you are the owner of the videos, you can give the replace. You can make you can like it, you can dislike it. We can do this, all those things. Where, guys? Where? On the browser, right? On the browser, guys. On the browser we can do all those things, right? At the same time we have an option called upload option is there, guys. Upload option is there. Upload videos, right? Upload videos. Now as a user, I have YouTube channel. Then I want to load my video in the YouTube channel. Then what do I do? We'll go to the right. We'll open the which one? We'll open the youtube.com. Let's go there and upload the video, guys. Upload the video. Then I click on the upload button or click enter. That's what I know. If I click enter, then within seconds again our video will display on the browser only. All of it. If I give here, click enter, within minutes, within seconds only, again the same video will come to the browser. That's what we know. But internally, what is happening? That we don't know as a normal user, and we don't want to know also as a normal user. But as a programmer, as a developer, we should know, guys. As a developer, as a programmer, we should know, right? So what will happen here when I click on the enter or upload? Then, guys, our video will go to their server, guys, right? It will go to their server or database. Will save in their server. Will save there. Then immediately from there, it come back and display, guys. Come back and display. It come back to this one and again display within seconds or minutes, guys. All of it. So this is what I am doing. Guys, right? This is what I am doing, and it is happening automatically as per our action here. It is happening, guys. It is happening automatically. Okay. Now all of you observe. I am going to take now on database, or you can take server, guys. Okay. I can do this one as a database or server. Yes. Yes. Now all of you observe. Say as a user, I can interact with which one, guys? Here, this interface. This user, guys, said this browser can interact. Okay. So see, whatever I am doing here, guys, here. Okay, those all actions will reflect on the which one? On the server. Okay. Suppose, guys, now imagine, guys, right? So I said that this video I'll keep in our YouTube channel, guys. That is Narayana Tech House. And I'm saying that after class over, you can check once, you can watch once. Then what you do? Open the youtube.com, go to our channel. Then in the search box, what we do? Type it Narayana Tech House. Before you are typing, you are searching. What do? I upload the video, guys. Right? I upload the video. Means my all videos are saved in the server, right? My all videos are saved in the server, guys. Right? Server. Now what you want now? You want to use my videos which are in the server. Guys, right? All of you now. The server, my videos are there. Now you want to use my videos which are in the server. Then see, you can't go to server directly, right? We can't go to server directly, guys. We can't go because the server is not there here. It's somewhere. For example, in the US, we can't go to server, right? We can't watch there. You can't call to the admin person and we can't request them. Please send me the video to my Gmail. I'll watch it. or please send me the Google Drive link of that video. I'll watch it like that. You can't ask anybody, right? You can't ask anybody, guys. You can't ask anybody. Then how to access my videos? How to access videos? Yes, we require some interface, guys. We require some interface to watch the videos. That interface called here website, guys. That interface is called here. Which one? This website. All of you observe here. So this website is a interface, guys. This website is an interface for whom? For the user, guys, right? This website is a interface for the user. For the user, why? To access the videos in the channel, in the server, guys. Okay, in the server. So this is called which one? Interface for whom? For the user. For the user. That's why it's called the user interface, guys. What you call? We call it as a user interface. Now all of you observe. Okay, user interface, guys. Now, so as a user, I am connecting this one, right? I am connecting this one. I'm working here. I'm working here, and it is working automatically, guys. This I am not working this one. This operation is happening automatically, right? Automatically, yes. So that means here this user interface has two ends, guys. Two ends. This is one end. This is one end. This is the other end, right? Other end. Other end. Now the end which is facing to user, the end which is facing to user is called front end, guys. Okay, what you call is called the front end. Okay, is called front end, guys. Is called front end. The end which is facing for the user, which is facing to the user, is called what you call front end. Okay, front end, guys. Front end. Next one, the end which is facing to the server, guys, right? The end, all of you observe, the end which is facing to the server side, database side, that is called back end. That is called all of you observe, right? Back end, front end, back end, guys. Back end. All of right. Suppose if you open the any website, guys, open any website. Suppose let's take this one, guys. Okay, which one? About this GoToMeeting. See, as a user, what I'm able to see here, this is called front end, guys, right? This is called front end part. As a user, what I'm able to see, this is called front end part. Okay, so here, suppose, guys, if I click on the join button on the front end, if you click on join button, means something will happen to the server, guys, right? In server, something will happen. Some request will go to server. Next, click on the end, guys. Okay, end. Again, now what happens here? As a user on the interface, right, on the browser, I click on the end. Then again, some request go to server, right? Request go to server, guys. Request go to server. What's request here? End the session or join the session, like this. Okay, like this. Suppose one button is there here. Create meeting is there. Click on this button. On the front end, right? This button is there. As a user, click on the button. Then what happens here? Again, a request go to which one? Server. Which request? To create the new session, to create the new meeting, new link, guys. New link. The request go to there. Then immediately response. What is response here? It open the one window, guys. Or the response here? It open the one window. Means request going from user and response coming to user, guys. All of them, right? Request going to from the user, response coming to the user, which one? Because of this interface only, because of interface, guys. Okay, interface. Now observe here. Click on this one. When I click here, immediately the request go to the server and it open the which one? This window, guys. Means request over, response came. Now again, what do? I take some meeting link. I'll take suppose full stack web development batch. I'll take the name, for example, 8 a.m. like this, guys. Then I click on the save button here, right? Save is there. Click on save button. Again, I click on save button. Again, request go to server. Then what happens now? Now this meeting will save. Now this meeting will save. That name will display like this, guys. See, all names are there. Names are there. That name will display here. Name will display. Of displaying the name, click click on any one name, click on any one meeting link, right? Then that meeting will start, guys. That meeting will start. Means see, I am working with server, guys. Actually, I am working with which one? I am always talking with server. I am always interact with server, but not directly. Guys. It's not possible. How it's possible? Through this interface possible, guys. Okay, through this one possible. Yes. Now all of you observe here the end which is for user, which the user side is called front end developer, front end. The end which is for server is called backend, guys. Called the backend. Okay, right. Now to develop this front end, what we use? To develop this front end, what we use, right? To develop the front end, guys, we use front end technologies. To develop the front end part means this part, guys. This is called front end part. Okay, front end part. Take this one. Take the suppose YouTube, anything, guys. Take the YouTube or Facebook, anything, right? See, right? Yes, guys. Now all of you can observe here. For example, guys. Okay, see here. Yes. So this is called front end part, guys. This is called front end part. To develop this front end part, then what we use? We use front end technologies, guys. Right? We use what use front end technologies. Technologies, guys. Okay? Technologies. Front end technologies. Also called UI, guys. Also called other name is there. Other name is there. That is called UI, guys. User interface. Okay, we learn either UI or front end technologies. Why to develop the front end part? To develop the front end part. Then, as part of this front end part, what will come? As part of this one, what will come? Yes, guys. So here, front end technologies means it's collection of different subjects, guys. Collection of different subjects. What are those? What are those here? All of you observe. For this front end part, we learn different things, guys. Like the first one, HTML, then CSS, then Bootstrap. Okay, Bootstrap, guys. Bootstrap. Okay, then fourth one is okay JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript. Yes. Then the fifth one is like jQuery, guys. jQuery is there. Like this, we can have the lot of things as part of the front end. But in main our cases, guys, in our cases, we'll cover this five as part of the front end, right? As part of front end. Okay, as part of front end, we'll cover this five, guys. This five will cover as part of front end, right? Fine. Then what are the then? See, guys, these five we use for which purpose? For designing the which one front end, guys. Okay, look on this presentation part, right? See here for this presentation part. Then what we used? Which one? These things, guys. Okay, these things we used, right? Then what are the backend technologies are? Then what are the okay backend backend technologies? What are the backend technologies? Okay. Yes. So here backend means what's the meaning here? The technologies which are interacting with server, guys. Okay, which are interacting with server, right? Here, guys, we can use different languages. Like we can use Java. We can use Python. All of you observe. We can use Python. We can use Java. We can PHP. Okay, we can use .NET. This all, guys, we can use this all. We can take this one, suppose, right? .NET, something kind of PHP like this. We can use, guys. This all for which purpose? Python, Java, .NET. This all for which purpose? For the it's called a backend, guys. It's a backend part, right? So along with each language, they have their frameworks. Okay, they have the frameworks. So framework also required along with each language, guys. All of it. In our case, we use Python Django. We use Python plus Django. Which one for the backend purpose? and we use this UI for the front-end purpose, guys. Front-end purpose. All of clear, right? So here we use this Python plus Django in our case, right? Alternatives, we can use Java, we can use .NET, we can use PHP, all possible, guys, all possible. That's why see guys, here for all Python people, right? For all Python developers, for all Java developers, for all .NET developers, for all PHP developers, they require compulsory which one? They require knowledge of UI, guys. They require the knowledge of UI. Then only you are called a full stack developer, guys. For all people, either Python people, for Java people, for .NET, for PHP, for all the people, what is required compulsorily? The UI knowledge required, maybe in depth or maybe a little bit knowledge required, guys. But they need a compulsory knowledge for the all language developers. Okay, right. Now I'll remove all these languages. I'll take my language. Okay, Python plus Django. Python plus Django. Okay. Yes, guys. Now all of you observe here. Yes. Fine. So now an employee, now a developer, all of you observe. Now a developer who is working. Suppose, guys, now see, one developer is there, one employee is there, one employee is there. Now he is working on only these things, guys, only on UI technologies. All of you observe. Now a developer is there, he's working only HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript. These all combinations means he's working on front end, guys, working on the front end part, right? Then he is called front end developer, guys. Okay, front end developer. He is called what do you call front end developer? Front end developer, guys. That's all. He is called a front end developer because he is working on the only front end technologies only, like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, jQuery, all those things. Then he is called what do you call front end developer. A developer who is working on only Python. Only Python, Django, only Python, guys, right? He is not using little bit UI also. Is completely only Python only Python, guys, right? Python, Django, this combination. He is using only this only, guys. Then he is called what do you call? Right. So backend developer, guys, because he's involving where? He's involving where? In the part of developing the backend part. So he's called a backend developer. What do you call? What backend developer, guys? Backend developer. Now a person who is involving, who is working on both front end and back end, guys. He is working on. I'm taking one more person, right? He is working on the front end part and also working on the back end part. Then he is called full stack, guys. Okay, all of observe now. He is called full stack web developer, right? Web developer, guys. He is called full stack web developer. Full stack developer. Full stack means see, general, what is the meaning of full? General, guys. Full means all. So stack means simply layers, guys. Okay, layers. Stack means layer. So full stack means all layers. All layers means like a front end layer, then back end layer, then database layer, guys. Database also required. Front end part, right? Then back end part, then database part. On these three parts, if you have the knowledge, you are learning those three parts. Which parts? Front end part, then back end part, then UI database part, guys. If you know those three parts, working on those three parts, then you are called full stack web developer. What you call? Full stack web developer, guys. Web developer, not front end developer, not back end developer. So if you are a full stack developer, you get the chance working on the full stack, or you get the chance working on the front end developer only, or you get chance working on the back end developer only. Anyone, guys, right now you have three possibilities. If you know this full stack, you can work with as a front end developer only, or as a full stack developer, or as a back end developer. As a back end developer, there's advantage of full stack developers. All of clear, right? Advantage here, if you are the full stack developer, then you can work with only front end part also. You can work with the backend part also. You can work with the which one, full stack also. There's advantage in the full stack. Suppose if you are the only front-end developer, guys, you are the only front-end developer, then you can work with only front-end only. Work with only front-end, guys, and not with only backend or not the combination also. Not the combination also. You can work with only front-end part only. Suppose now you are learning only Python. You are learning only Python, guys. Learning only Python. You are learning only Python. Then so you can work with only Python only, but not the full stack part or not the front end part, guys. Not the front end part. Only which one work with only full stack back end only. That's why nowadays, guys, all people learning which one full stack only. Wherever you go, Python full stack or Java full stack like that. For every language, you have the full stack. Okay, so all of you observe now. Tell me now, who is called full stack developer, guys? Now, so here now front end part required, back end part required, and I am taking here one more also, that is a database part, guys. Suppose if it is database, we do knowledge of database also, knowledge of database also, guys. Database part also required, right? So if these three are part of which one, full stack, guys. Full stack. So database part means we don't need in-depth knowledge of database. We need the basic, guys, basic knowledge. We need to know like creating the tables, right, maintaining the data. These all things are right. We know, guys, compulsorily. Okay. Right. Then currently, what is the which one having more demands are? Is it a front-end developer or back-end developer or full stack developer, sir? Yes. Now all of you observe. I'll give the real scenario where, guys, generally we face in the companies. So I'll give the one normal scenario, guys. Okay, in the companies, what is happening? I'll tell you now. Just observe here, right? Okay. So all of observe. Let's take guys, for example, let's take here, for example, guys, I'm taking the Microsoft. Okay, we're taking the one company called, for example, okay, Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft. All of observe. All of observe. Right, let's take the Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft, guys. Now the Microsoft has a lot of projects. It has, right, it has a lot of projects. Okay, then let's take, suppose one project is there, then it called different companies for bidding, guys. Okay, it called different companies for bidding. Now so here, suppose, right, Infosys, guys, Infosys going for the bidding to take the project from Microsoft, and TCS going, right, TCS going, right, and suppose Wipro also going, guys, Wipro also going to take the project from the Microsoft. Okay, let's take for example, right, Infosys. Okay, Infosys. Then let's take here, suppose like TCS. Let's take here, for example, Wipro. Okay, Wipro, guys, like this. So now they know that Microsoft has one project. Okay, it has a project. Then now they want some people. They need some people, guys. They need some people to work on the new project. Okay, so they sure that they get the project, but they are not sure whether they get a back-end part, they get a front-end part, they get a full stack part. They don't know. Sometimes, okay, sometimes it happens, not all the times. Sometimes they are not aware. They are not aware of which one they get from the client. That's why, in the required skills, there are a lot of things, guys. When you get the mail, there are a lot of required skills. They write a lot of required skills in the mail. Means, so what is happening here at that time here, the Infosys people cannot take only backend developers, because they don't know tomorrow they may get backend, they may get front end, they may get full stack also. They are not sure. Same TCS also, they can't take only backend part people or only front end part people, because they are also not sure. That's why. So what is happening here? Suppose, guys, imagine now TCS, TCS expecting that they may get the backend part, guys. Okay, backend part. That's why now they want to take some people who knows the backend. Now suppose here one employee is there, guys. Okay, one candidate is there. He is very good in the Python Django, guys. He is very good in the Python Django. Okay, just imagine now he is excellent in the Python Django, and he is not aware of little bit UI also, guys. For example, right? Now TCS expecting that which one backend part only. Now they hide him. They hide him, guys. But tomorrow they got the back front end part. They got the front end part, guys. Front end part. At that time, now what does he do? Again, now he must learn. He must learn, guys. He must learn the again the front end part. It takes some time. It takes some time. That's why what they do. They don't take the chance. The companies. That's why they say that required full stack developer. Suppose now one person is there. One person is there now. Okay, he knows full stack, guys. He knows full stack. He knows full stack. Full stack means now we know Python, Django, and UI and database, right? Now the TCS prefer the full stack person. TCS prefer the full stack person. Wipro prefer the full stack person compared to only front end developer or compared to only which one back end developer, guys. Back end developer, they prefer whom? They prefer the full stack because this person, see here, this person work with only UI only, right? Okay, and this person work with Python, guys. Okay, Python, Django, he can work with. Okay, but this person can work with UI and also can work with Python, right? Python, and also can work with the database also. Work with the database also, guys, right? That's why all companies prefer which person? Full stack person only. Okay, and here now Infosys person will take this candidate. Will take this candidate. And tomorrow, if they get the Python, yes, he can work very well. Tomorrow they may get the UI part, yes, he can work. Tomorrow they may get the own database part, yes, he can work. He can work, guys. Now he has the ability of working all. Full stack developer means he has the ability of working on front end part, back end part, and database part. Same, guys. That's the TCS, right? TCS. Now tomorrow TCS may get the UI part, then you can work with very happily. Tomorrow they may get Python part, yes, they can work very happily. Tomorrow they may get database part, yes, they can work with very happily, guys. Okay, that's why nowadays, guys, almost all companies preferring for which one? Preferring for the full stack developer who knows multiple technologies, guys, right? Generally, not only here, in any company, they want a person who knows multiple technologies, not a specific technology, guys. Suppose let's take one example, guys, right? Suppose one employee is there, one employee, right? He got the job, or let's take one person, right? One person is there, he knows Python, he knows, suppose in the resume he kept the Java, he kept the .NET also, he kept the UI also, like this, guys. He knows this all. For example, I'm saying, okay, all. And let's take one more person, second person, he knows only Python. He knows Python very well, guys. He knows Python very well, right? Now two persons are there, one person knows a lot of skills, one person knows only Python, and tomorrow in the company they have the only Python requirement. They have the only Python project, guys. Python project. Now in this time, the company will take the employee 1 or employee 2. Tell me now, guys. All of tell me now. In the company, they requirement Python only. Requirement Python only. But the company prefer whom? Prefer whom? Employee 1, employee 2. Yes, guys. 1. They prefer the 1. They prefer the 1, guys. Prefer the 1. Why prefer the 1? Because now they should that they get the Python project. The company people know they may get Python project, but suddenly it may be Java also. Suddenly it may be Java also. Suddenly it may be .NET also. It may be UI also. If it is Java, if it is .NET UI, he is the ability to work with all. But this person is not having ability to work with remaining all, right? Okay. So because, guys, the company people are not 100% sure that what is their project tomorrow. In some cases they are sure, guys. They are sure that what they get. In a lot of cases they are not sure. There's a lot of people they take Python. See, guys, if you see my what do you call my status, I kept the status, right? Status, guys, I kept the status, right? So the interview happened on Python only, guys, Python only. But our role is data analyst, guys, data analyst. And recently, just guys, few days back, one person got the job. Our student, the interview done only Python Django, but work he got on DevOps, guys, DevOps. got the work on the DevOps. Interview was done on Python Django, but why they given the DevOps? Because at the time of interview, they know that they may get the Python Java Django project. But interview over, what they got? They got the DevOps guys. They got the DevOps. That's why they given him DevOps project. DevOps guys, like that, right? Like that happens commonly, guys. It happens very common in the software field. Okay. So now finally, what I want to say here, the final point is which one? So full stack is most important to get more calls, guys. To get more calls, more requirements must be there on the full stack only, on the full stack. Okay. But lot of people, what they do generally, guys, lot of people just they learn only Python, right? They learn Python, they learn only Java, they learn only .NET, and they stop it learning, guys. They stop the learning. Even though full stack is all required, UI required, database required, but they learn only that Python. They stop it. There are so many are there, so many are there like that. Why? Because see, generally they given the some reference by friends, and they said that I learn only Python enough. Because guys, I have seen in my offline classes, when offline classes are going on Python demos, I say this all, guys, and Python demo only I explain this all picture. Some people join, they think about the future, they join compulsorily. Okay, fine, they learn and they go to the somewhere, they get the job. But some people, what they think, my friend said that only Python learn only, but I am saying that Python and Django UI all. Oh, my friend is correct, not sir. They think like that. Some people are there. He's my genuine friend. He said me correctly on learn Python only, but are saying that Python, Django, this all is saying that okay. So then which one I have to choose? Yes, I like my friend. So I go with my friend words only. I go with my friend's words only. Then he learn Python, guys. He learn Python, stop it. Like that, guys. There are so many cases are there. They learn Python, and Python over, they go different locations for getting job from Hyderabad. Like they go to Bangalore, they go to Pune, Mumbai, okay, Delhi also, Vadodara also. They go different locations. Of going there, while going to interviews in that locations, come to know, oh, Python means Django must required, UI must required, database must required. Because guys, they give the task. What is task? Create the like login form, create the registration form, or create a small application with a home page, contact page, or create a small kind of e-commerce website, a small kind of e-commerce website. These are all common things. To do this all, we require Python plus the Django plus presentation part. You were required to store the data, to work with data, database required. After going there, then they call me back, sir. My Python over from you 2 months ago, sir. I am in the now Bangalore. I want to learn Django, sir, now. At the time, my friend said that I learn Python only, so I learn Python only, sir. But now Django required, sir. Then what do you do, sir? Please take my online class, sir. But before lockdown, guys, we did not have the online classes. Now we have the online only. But before lockdown, we have take. I used to take only offline only. At that time, they keep on asking me, sir, please take me online, sir. Online, sir. I can pay more amount, sir. Take personal, sir. I said that actually at that time, guys, I was part of another institute. We can't take personal classes. It's not a good thing, right? That's why I said that no, not possible. If you want online, contact the management, and you can take the class from other person in our same institute. But they say, so sorry, sir. I want your class only, sir. Please take, sir. I said that come to Hyderabad and learn Django again. Like that, so many people, guys, going there and trying for 2-3 months, again coming back, again learning Python, Django 2-3 months, again going back. See, lot of time wasted, lot of money wasted, guys. That's why my request is, while learning, learn completely. I'm not saying that you learn Python, learn Java, learn .NET, learn PHP. No, this is all not required. Learn Python, but completely, or learn Java completely, learn .NET completely, learn PHP completely. Anyone required, guys? Not all required. Anyone required? Not all, guys. Anyone, either only Python, means entire Python or entire Java or entire .NET and entire PHP. Anyone required? Not all required, guys. Not all required. Okay. Okay. Now we are the Python members. Then learn complete Python. Complete Python means what is there here? Django is there, all. Python but Django. For Java also they have the frameworks. They have the framework like Hibernate, Struts. They have the frameworks. Okay, learn all, complete Java package, Python package, PHP package, and try for the job. That's all, guys. Okay, that's fine. Right. So why I'm saying, guys, here, see, nowadays, nowadays, interviews, guys, interview change a lot of things. See, around, guys, when I taken my first Python batch, guys, in 2017, I'm sure that it is August month, guys, August month. 2017 August month, I taken my first Python batch, guys. Okay, in one institute. Okay. Yes, before August, I have taken the database classes. Up to August, I have taken database classes. If you want, check in the YouTube also. 2017 up to August, we have the database classes. And August, I taken first Python batch, guys. Okay. So 2017, 18, then 2019, then 2020, now 2021 going on, guys. Now I tell you how the interests are changed. So 17 to 18, guys, right? 17 to 18 now. Okay, 18 now. Then 18 to 19 now. Just I'm going to give you the picture about the interviews. Next one, this is 2019, 2020, guys. Okay, 9, 2020, right? Now it is 2020 to 21, guys. So at this time, what happened? They ask only basic questions, guys, because at the time, right, less requirements are there, and also less members are learning. Less resources there. They ask only basic questions. I'm talking about 20 up to this year, guys. In this year, only basic questions like what is list, what is tuple, what is set. Then come tomorrow and join in the job. That's what happened in that, guys. That's why in my initial days, for every batch, I get 3-4 students, guys. At the time, for every batch, 3 students, 2 students only. But by the end of the batch, all got the job. All got the job, guys. By the end of the batch, because if you go to interview, then job is confirmed at that time on Python, guys. I'm saying on Python. If you go to interview, attend the interview, job is confirmed. Only basics, guys. That also Python. They ask only Python basics, guys. They asked only Python basics. They asked when in 18. Now coming to 19, guys. Right, 19. Now what happened? Slowly, awareness came to people. Then all starting learning Python, guys. So here for every batch, guys, almost for every batch, you can expect, guys, maximum 10 members, maximum 10 at that time throughout the year. Now when it come to 19, guys, 19 now the strength became 50, guys, 52 guys, around 78 like that for every batch. Then what happened here? Awareness came, and for every interview, strength is increasing, guys. Strength increasing. That's why they started asking the Python depth questions. Then they started, guys, asking the Django basics, guys. Django basics also they started asking. Django only basics. What is Django? Okay, why Django required? Right, where do we use the Django like this? Okay, initially only Python basics they asked, guys. Right. Fine. Now around 2020, by the time January, February, guys, exactly before lockdown, for every batch, guys, maximum 150, 200 students came, guys, for every batch before just lockdown. Minimum 150, maximum 200, 250 for every batch, guys. For every, see how much awareness increasing between the people. So at that time, what they asked again, interview also same, right? Interview also getting more strength, right? For one requirement, getting 10 members interview. Then they started asking Python depth questions, means more logics. Then Django also they asked depth, guys. They start asking the depth. Depth means giving the task, giving the difficult task like that. Then they started REST API, guys. REST API, which is for experience. I am saying that REST API just basics, guys. Basics. It's required for the experienced people, guys. Experienced people, it's required. They start asking which one? Only REST API, guys. REST API, right? REST API basics only, right? And this entire year is the lockdown, right? The Corona holidays, guys. Okay. Now also almost same thing happening, guys. Now also almost same thing happening, right? Now no online class, no offline classes. Now, guys, about interviews, I hope, right, same thing going on, guys. Same thing going on, right? Now also they're asking Python depth and Django depth. They're touching the REST API, guys. So as a fresher, guys, don't worry about the REST API. I'm talking about the experience. They need a knowledge of REST API. They need a knowledge of REST API, guys, for experienced people, because they're asking the only basics currently. So how I'm saying means, see guys, because I have the contacts of all the people who came to my first batch in the Python. From that batch onwards, current today batch, guys. With your batch, I have the all contacts. I have the almost all contacts. Almost all contacts are there. So all the people keep on in touch with me still. They keep on message me. They keep on call me. They keep on discuss about their interviews, their companies. Everything is going on like that. It's going on. Okay. So in that way, now all of you observe. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Yes. So now what is happening here? This is what guys interviews are going on. That's why you people required a Python depth knowledge and a Django also depth knowledge, guys. Here, if you experience, you required just a REST API basics, guys. REST API basics. The Django means you can take it UI all, guys. UI, okay, UI database all, UI database all, like this, guys. Okay, so all of you, I hope guys you got the point, right? You got the point. So don't worry, guys, don't worry. This was just requirement. It's going on like this. Okay, nowadays, guys, we require more knowledge on everything, and everything require more knowledge because of more competition, guys. Because of which one? More competition. Because of more competition, guys. That's why I'm saying that don't go stop with only Python, guys. Start learn Django also. And I don't recommend for the which one REST API, guys. I recommend compulsorily Python, Django, and the REST API required for whom? The people who are keeping experience, who keep 3 plus, 4 plus, 5 plus, the required REST API knowledge also. If you are a fresher, if you are start with 1 year experience or 1 year, 2 years, then guys you require only Python, Django along with this UI. So guys, Django means you remember Django means think like a part of UI, then database, guys, and project also like this. Okay, right. So yes, guys, right. Now I hope guys you understand about what is full stack, right? What is full stack? What is front end? What is back end? All of you are clear, right, about these things? All of you are clear now. Then what is
Yes,
the
sir.
Flask means? See guys, Flask means for Django only. For Django only, one more framework is the Flask, guys. Flask. For Python, Python has a Django framework, alternative Flask also, guys. Flask also one of the framework, right? One of the framework, guys. Yes. Okay.